Hey YouTube, what is up? It's CS back here with another installment, and here are my picks for UFC 136, Edgar versus Maynard III. Alright guys, now what can I say taking a look at this card? Yeah, I very much like it. We got two title fights on the main card, of course, headlining this shit, and the rest of the main card looks pretty exciting as well. The Spike TV preliminary card, though, is going to be bananas. Cannot wait for that. The rest of the preliminary cards isn't too bad either, so this card is definitely one to watch out for. I think we got a few Fight Night candidates on here, so yes, it should be fun. But before I take a look onto any of these bouts, I actually do have a contest for this event, so let's take a look at that. And that is what the contest is for, everyone. Of course, that's a tap-out shirt. It's size L. This is actually Kenny Florian walkout tee. He used one of these in his walkout against Diego Nunes at UFC 131. So if you're a Kenny Florian fan or you're looking to pick up a free shirt, please enter the contest. Of course, Kenny Florian is in tight against Jose Aldo come this event. So all you have to do is tell me who you think is going to win that fight, the method, and the round. And if you are correct and if you are subscribed, you're eligible, among others, to win this t-shirt. Of course, you will be picked at random, and I will announce my winner come my next predictions video. So if you're interested, please enter. So that being said, now let's take a look at this stellar card, starting with the main card. First bout is, of course, between lightweights Joe Lauzon and Melvin Guillard. Alrighty guys, now this fight should be fun while it lasts. Joe Lauzon, I feel sorry for you, dude. It's going to be a quick, tough night. Guillard's going to body bag this. It's not even funny. This is such a bad matchup for Joe Lauzon. Can Joe Lauzon submit Guillard in round one like he does anyone else in his wins? Yeah, it can happen, but I really doubt it. You know, Guillard is the best example for a sprawl and brawl fighter, at least in that division, for sure. This guy's a lightweight Quentin Rampage Jackson, in my opinion. The guy is able to keep fights on the feet with his wrestling background and just outbox you till you drop. So yeah, pretty much Rampage. That's my opinion on him, and I really have a lot of faith in his power. How many times have we seen guys like Dunham or Seaver get knocked the fuck out like that? Never. And this guy's been able to do that to him, and he should be able to do that against Joe Lauzon. Joe Lauzon, for the most part, his striking, it's good, but it's rudimentary compared to Guillard's boxing, and I know Lauzon has to set up his takedown attempts or clinch attempts with striking, and when he tries to do that, I think he gets clipped early. Guillard puts him to sleep and finishes him off relatively easily. So that is my pick, Melvin Guillard to win via KO, round one punches. Alright, moving on, y'all. Heavyweight bout between Dave Herman and Mike Russo. This one looks fun. What can I say? We're going to find out what Dave Herman's about here. If he does win this bout, he's going to be hyped as shits. Yeah, they're always looking to hype someone up from heavyweight division. They're kind of doing that with Travis Brown right now. We'll see. Who knows? Mike Russo, though, can he win this fight? Yeah, if he does what Mike Russo does, you know, make this a dirty fight. Takedowns, clinch attempts, just utilize your size and strength, impose your will on the opponent like that, and make him break. Can he do that against Dave Herman? Yeah, but I think if Dave Herman trains correctly and comes in with a better game plan, he will win this fight. I think athletically he has the tools to win this for sure. I think he's faster, he's more agile, he should be able to stick and move, he's the better technical striker. And yeah, he's a pretty good wrestler himself, so he should be able to shake off most of the attempts that Russo throws at him. I think he can do that for 3 rounds. You know, I think if he doesn't make the mistake of dropping his hands or getting stalked up to the cage, I think he should win that round and do that for the rest of the fight. So that is my pick, Dave Herman, picking him to outbox Mike Russo, stay away from his power, and you know, just stay away from his clinch and takedown attempts, because Russo has some serious game when it gets to the ground. He doesn't want to get Jeff Monson with, you know, a north-south or something like that. So I just think Herman's going to want to stand, and I think Russo will have no choice but to oblige. So that's why I'm picking Herman. UD. Alrighty, y'all. Now, moving on. Can't believe I'm saying this, but Chael Sonnen's back, and he's facing Brian Stann, of course, a middleweight. One of three things is going to happen here. Regardless of Chael Sonnen's layoff and shit, I think Sonnen's going to come back and look like Chael Sonnen. And, again, one of three things is going to happen. Sonnen wins by UD, Sonnen wins by TKO, or Sonnen loses by sub. I know Brian Stann is, a sprawl and brawler, and everyone overrates him because that's all he does, and for the most part, guys obliged to do that with him, but Chael Sonnen's not going to do that with him. Chael Sonnen's relentless with his takedowns. He's one of the best MMA wrestlers out there. Yeah, I think Brian Stann's fucked for this fight. I got to pick him by triangle if I'm going to pick him, and I think there's a higher likelihood of Chael Sonnen winning a UD. I want to pick Brian Stann, but I can't. Brian Stann does have a triangle win over Mike Macenzio. His guard work is not terrible whatsoever. He shouldn't take a lot of punishment by Chael Sonnen when he's down there. But for the most part, he's going to be down there. He's going to be losing out on points. Chael Sonnen's going to be doing, a decent amount of damage, just sitting in his guard and just punching away. And I'm picking him to do that for, the duration of the fight, 3 rounds. I don't think Stan's going to be successful in defending takedowns. If he does get taken down, Greg Jackson, I'm telling you this, do not get Stan back up. He's just going to get taken down again and lose out on more points. Just practice guard work, practice on working on a submission. You're not going to stop Chael Sonnen's takedowns. You're going to stop him the way everyone else stops Chael Sonnen, and that's via submission. I really don't think you're going to be able to do it. Because of that, I got Chael Sonnen by unanimous decision. Alright, y'all, now moving on. Co-main event, featherweight championship of the world right here between Jose Aldo, the champion, and Kenny Florian. Of course, my contest is for this bout. So you should really pick what I'm picking here, because I'm pretty sure this might go down in this bout. We'll see. Who knows? But I got Jose Aldo winning via 3rd round TKO. I think that he's going to be able to soften Kenny up with leg kicks in the first round and 2nd round. And I don't think Kenny Florian's going to be able to check him accordingly. And it's just going to catch up to him. His movement's going to be limited come the 3rd round. And I think that's where Jose Aldo, goes in for the kill, gets aggressive, and really isn't worried about any counter attempt from Kenny Florian. And is going to be able to get off a nice flurry and just drop Florian, kind of like how Diego Nunes was able to, but in a more brutal fashion, and then just finish him off with a brutal TKO punches. That's what I'm picking for Jose Aldo to do. Florian, I really don't see how he has a shot here. At times he was getting outworked by Nunes. He got dropped by Nunes a couple times. Nunes can do that to you. I know Nunes is great and everything, but Aldo is pretty much a better striker in all areas compared to Nunes, and he should be able to do the same, yet worse. Yet worse in terms of damage. I really don't see how Jose Aldo drops this fight. Kenny Florian's been known to crumble in 5-round title fights in the past. I don't think this is going to be any different. I don't know. How does Kenny Florian win this? Get this to the ground, possibly out-grapple Jose Aldo, who's decent there. Yeah, right. I don't see him out-striking him. Kenny Florian, for the most part, I know he's improved since his time on the Ultimate Fighter, 5.5 years ago and shit, but he's kind of plateaued, and he's just, a middle-of-the-pack guy in either lightweight or, featherweight, in my opinion. Skill set wise, he's striker with jiu-jitsu. And he's going to get beat by better fighters with striking and jiu-jitsu, like Jose Aldo, and he'll lose to wrestlers as well. So this is one of the few fighters that he'll lose to that is better at his skill set than he is. And again, I'm picking Jose Aldo by 3rd round TKO via punches. He goes nuts on Kenny Florian with leg kicks, limits his movement, and eventually unloads on him come round 3. So that's my pick. 3rd round TKO for Jose Aldo via punches. Alright, now moving on. Main event, lightweight championship bout between the champion Frankie Edgar and Gray Maynard. Of course, this is the end of their trilogy, which I think Frankie Edgar puts a stamp on once and for all. Gray Maynard, his only shot winning this, in my opinion, is to TKO Frankie Edgar relatively early, like he almost did in round 1 of their second fight. But he couldn't even put him away with that shit, so I don't think he's going to be able to again in round 1 of this fight. I doubt he can win a 5-round decision over Edgar. Edgar is just too slick and too fast, too quick. Just a great 5-round fighter, great wrestler, great technical boxing. He's just such a handful at lightweight. Even if Maynard does take him down in 2, 3, 4, or 5, I doubt he keeps him down. Edgar probably takes him down. Edgar probably throws a flurry at him, and I don't see Maynard with his home run style punching going to be able to, win him around against Edgar. I think Edgar's going to land a lot more strikes over the course of 5 rounds. I think he might get more takedowns off. I think he's going to look a little bit more active, and because of that, I gotta pick him for a unanimous decision. He's the best in the world right now at that division. He's going to be tough to beat. I think if Gallard beats Lozon, which I think he will, he's going to have his hands full with Edgar. That should be a fun fight. But yeah, I got to go with Edgar here against Maynard. I just think that Edgar's stand-up's better. I think he's quicker, more agile, better cardio. I think the wrestling ability's on par. Like, Maynard is basically a brute version of Frankie Edgar, while Frankie Edgar is the more finesse guy. And I think finesse wins out, speed kills, and that's why I'm picking Frankie Edgar via unanimous D. Alright, YouTube, well, there it is. That about does it for my UFC 136 Edgar vs. Maynard 3 picks. Hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say about this card. I really can't wait for it. So do cop this card. You're going to enjoy it, hopefully. That's just what I think. We'll see if it's going to be a sick card in the end or not. Hopefully it is. But again, enter my contest. Just go into the comment section below. Pick a winner for the Jose Aldo-Kenny Florian fight. Pick a round. Pick an outcome. And make sure you're subscribed. And if you are, and you're right, you're eligible among others who are also right to win that tap-out shirt that Kenny Florian wore at UFC 131. I will announce my winner come my next picks video, which should be UFC 137, so I'll see you then. And I guess that about does it. So please subscribe if you haven't already, YouTube. Thumbs up for Frankie Edgar, thumbs down for Gray Maynard. That's about it. Thank you for all the support again, and take care.